Good morning to all of you and welcome to DAV Moyle Public School E-class. Today we are going to learn about the topic structure and its function. The cell. What do you mean by cell? Have you ever seen a laborer making a wall with the help of bricks, small bricks? Yes, he used to arrange the brick in a systematic order and make a huge wall. So for the unit of that wall is a bricks. The smallest part of that wall is bricks. In the same way, a human body or any living organism is being made by the smallest unit called as cell. And cell is also called as the structural and the functional unit of the human body. Why it is called a structural unit? Because it gives the structure. It gives the structure to the any living organism, and functional because of the characteristic of that cell, the human body have some characteristic or some function. That's why it is called as structural and functional unit of a life. Cell was first discovered by the Robert Hooke in 1665 by his self-made microscope. He used to keep the cork of the bark of the plant in his microscope, and he observed that the structure is like a honeycomb. It means there are lots of compartments in that structure. Now the next topic is cell number. You have seen the many organisms. Some are the very small, you can't see with your naked eyes. Some are very big, even bigger than us. So what makes this different in their size? The number, that is cells. Again, these organisms are divided in the unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular organism has the single cell and multicellular organism has the many cell. So depending upon the quantity of the cells, the size is depending. Now the next is shape of the cell. Whether one particular organism have the same type of the cell? No. You can see in the picture, different organ of the body has the different shape of the size. On what does this shape depends? The shape depends on the function and location, function of their part. So shape of the cell depends on the function of the body part. You can see in the picture, see the nerve cell is another shape, liver cell has the another shape, amoeba has another shape. So there are different shape of the cell in one organism only. The next topic is the part of the cell, the component of the cell. Cell also have the different components, and all that component have different functions. So first, and they are also called as cell organelles. First we are going to see about the cell membrane. Cell membrane is a porous membrane which allows the necessary material to go inside the cell, and it also brings back or exit unwanted waste material from the cell. Cell membrane is like a tea strainer. As we make a tea in a house with the help of sugar, tea leaves, but tea leaves we are not taking in, we are just removing it with the help of the tea strainer. In the same way, cell membrane does not allows the waste material or unnecessary things to go inside through it. Next is cell wall. Cell wall is present in the plant cell, and cell wall is responsible for giving the rigidity, shape to the plants. That's why, see, we don't have, animal cell doesn't have cell wall. That's why our shape is not rigid. You can stretch a skin, it is stretchable. Because of what? Because of the absence of the cell wall. But you can't stretch the plant, trunk of the plant, because there is cell wall, because of the outer layer of the cell wall, and it gives the rigidity and structure to the plant. The next part of the cell is cytoplasm. It is a jelly-like substance present between the cell membrane and the nucleus. Cytoplasm is made up of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamin, and a large portion of water. In this cytoplasm, the cell organelles are being suspended. They are being lying inside this cell cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is present below the cell membrane and above the nuclear membrane of the nucleus. As you can see the nuclear membrane in the figure B. Now the next topic is nucleus. Nucleus is also covered by the thin covering called as nuclear membrane. In the same way, the nuclear membrane also allows the necessary things to go inside the nucleus. Nucleus contain the thread-like structure called as chromatin, and these chromatins condenses to thicker and being converted into chromosome. When they are being converted into the chromosomes, when the cell is ready to divide from one cell, the another cell is being developed. Then the nucleus is being divided in two parts. At that time, that chromatin is being condensed to chromosomes, and these chromosomes are being responsible for the hereditary characters of any living organism. The another cell organelle is plastids. It is present only in plant cell. Plastid is responsible for giving the colors to the plants, fruits, leaves, and many more things. Plastids contain, again it contain two parts, chloroplast and chloromoplast. Chloroplast is responsible for giving the green color to the plants, green color to the leaves, for which contain the green color pigment contain the chlorophyll, and which is responsible for the photosynthesis process. With this chlorophyll, plants are able to make their food. The another is chloromoplast. Chloromoplast is responsible for giving the other than green colors to the fruits, flowers. The next component of the cell is mitochondria. As we need energy to perform the work, to perform the function, our body needs energy to perform the function. In the same way, cell also needs energy to perform the functions. So mitochondria is responsible for generating the energy. It also responsible for the cellular respiration. That's why mitochondria is also called as the powerhouse of the cell. So mitochondria is responsible for generating the energy. It provides the energy to the cell. The function, whatever the function is performing, whatever the components performing the function, for that function, mitochondria is providing the energy. The next component of the cell is vacuole. Vacuole has a sac-like structure. It is present in the plant cell. It is bigger in the plant cell, and in animal cell it is smaller or absent. It stores the waste material produced in the cell. Next component which is lying in the cell is endoplasmic reticulum. This endoplasmic reticulum, you can see the picture of the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is another in two parts, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for synthesis of the protein, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for synthesis of fats. My dear students, today we discussed the component of the cell, plant cell and animal cell. Almost all the components are same, but there are three major difference between the plant cell and animal cell. It is the very important difference, and this difference between plant cell and animal cell always used to come in your DAV board exams. First is, in plant cell, plastids are present, but in animal cell, plastids are absent. The second difference is cell wall. Cell wall is present in plant cell, and in animal cell, cell wall is absent. The third major difference between plant cell and animal cell is vacuole. Vacuole is big in plant cell, and in animal cell, vacuole is smaller in size or absent. So these three major difference between the plant cell and animal cell. Thank you.